Nigeria's democracy is under siege. And the man holding the gun is not a military general, not a coup plotter, but a professor of law, a senior advocate of Nigeria, sworn in barely 6 months ago to be the nation's neutral electoral referee. His name is Professor Josh Amupitan, chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. And this week, the streets of Abuja erupted. Let us go back to the beginning. In September 2025, more than 2 months after the founder of the African Democratic Congress, Chief Ralph Okinwosu, and other executive members stepped down on July 2, 2025, at the ADC's National Executive Council, INEC accorded recognition to a new leadership under Senator David Mark and former Osun Governor Ralph Aregbesola. The transition had been smooth. INEC watched, guided, and blessed it. Then, without warning, everything changed. INEC announced plans to remove the names of Senator David Mark and Ralph Aregbesola from its official portal as ADC leaders, citing a subsisting court dispute over the party's leadership. The electoral body declared that it would suspend recognition of any faction or leadership of the ADC pending the final determination of the case before the Federal High Court in Abuja. But here is the catch that every Nigerian must understand: INEC, being the umpire, ought not to have descended into the arena as a player, by hastily derecognizing the recognized ADC leadership. The order of the appeal court asking the concerned parties to maintain the status quo was issued on March 12, yet INEC decided to unilaterally interpret the judgment as it deemed fit, without approaching the appellate court for interpretation. In plain English, INEC appointed itself a judge, and it ruled against the opposition. On Wednesday, the ADC staged a peaceful protest that began from Metoma roundabout to INEC headquarters in Abuja, led by former Senate President David Mark, and joined by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, Dr. Rabiu Kwankwaso, Rotemai Amici, Aminu Tambuwal, and Dino Melai. These are not ordinary men. This is virtually the entire Nigerian opposition, standing shoulder to shoulder outside INEC's gate, making one demand: Amupitan must go. Atiku, in a separate statement, described the demonstration as a response to what he called the partisanship of INEC and the excesses of the ruling APC, warning, "This protest sends a clear signal that any attempt to weaken our democracy will be resisted." Senator David Mark declared that the interpretation of court judgments was the exclusive preserve of the judiciary, not INEC, and that INEC attempting to assume the role of the judiciary amounted to a serious constitutional breach and an affront to the doctrine of separation of powers. ADC also filed and submitted a formal petition against Amupitan, which was received by INEC National Commissioner Professor Abdullahi Zuru at the INEC headquarters. Then came the bombshell that blew the roof off Abuja. While the furor over the ADC derecognition was still boiling, INEC's chairman was exposed as a supporter of APC and President Bola Tinubu, long before his appointment. In a post from March 2023, Amupitan wrote, "Victory is sure for the APC during the governorship election in Lagos State," replying to Deo Israel, a prominent APC member. In April 2023, he commented Asiwaju on a post by a Tinubu support group announcing the president's return to Abuja. The account was subsequently locked and the name changed from Amupitan to SundayVibe00, apparently to give the impression it was a parody account. Although the post was reportedly deleted shortly after it appeared, screenshots continued to circulate online, fueling widespread scrutiny. Political analysts and civil society organizations warned that even the perception of bias could undermine public confidence in Nigeria's electoral process. Grok, the XAI verification tool, confirmed that the account indeed belongs to the INEC chairman. This is not speculation. This is documented evidence. Nigerians are lamenting the gradual degeneration of Nigeria's hard-won democracy into a one-party dictatorship. In the past few months, the wave of defection of elected governors and federal lawmakers from opposition parties to the ruling APC has weakened the opposition. Former ADC National Chairman Ralph Nwosu put it bluntly, "It's clear that Amupitan is an APC member and the Jagaban of Nigeria seems to have collapsed some agencies and judges to sing the song of APC." ADC Deputy National Chairman Okoshiki Patricia went further, saying, "INEC is just doing this to please APC. They don't want anybody on the ballot with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They really don't want anybody." The ADC alleged that deliberate administrative landmines are being laid by INEC to prevent the party from fielding candidates in the upcoming 2027 general elections, noting that INEC's position of no longer receiving correspondence from the ADC creates a dangerous conflict with the Electoral Act 2026, which provides strict timelines including the mandatory 21-day notice period. And what did the APC say? The APC Special Advisor on Media, Abimbola Tuki, said the ruling party has no hands in the travails of the opposition and urged them to look elsewhere. Classic. Femi Falana, SAN, stated that INEC wrongly interpreted the Court of Appeal order, which aided the ruling APC in its aim to turn Nigeria into a one-party state, maintaining that the appellate court order required recognizing the leadership that existed prior to the dispute, not halting the entire activities of the party. ADC chieftain Jomatans Uzedike, a lawyer, described Amupitan's pronouncements as disgraceful and mischievous, stating that the INEC chairman, despite being a professor of law and SN, deliberately misapplied the meaning of status quo ante bellum. Let us call this what it is. Nigeria's Electoral Commission was handed to a man with documented pro-APC social media activity. That man has, within months of his appointment, moved to effectively cripple the country's most organized opposition platform ahead of 2027. He has usurped judicial powers. He has ignored his own commission's prior role in midwifing the very leadership he now refuses to recognize. And when the entire Nigerian opposition descended on his office in protest, he has not resigned. The truth is that appointing an openly partisan loyalist as the head of the nation's Electoral Commission is a deeply troubling move even by Nigeria standards. The appointment of INEC's chairman by an incumbent president is one of the constitutional aberrations that must be rectified with immediate alacrity. The question every Nigerian must ask today is simple: if the umpire is playing for one team, is there still a game?